go ahead and begin on your side mirror removals, you're going to want to pop this tray off first. Mine's is broken. What you would usually do, slide up the thing under there, pop it off, go ahead and disconnect all of these. Now that all of the wires are popped out and your control module is popped out, you want to go in here, pop off this little tab, and there's going to be a T30 screw under there. You're going to go ahead and remove that. So for some reason on mine's is going to be a T27, so you want to check that on yours. After you go ahead and remove that screw, you're going to have a 7mm right under your control module that you want to get. After removing that 7mm, you're going to have 1, 2, and 3 long D trim that you're going to go ahead and remove. After removing those 3 7mm screws along the side, you're just going to go ahead and grab the entire black trim, pull up on it, and it should just come out. Easy as pie. Once it comes out, you can either set it right there or disconnect that tab to give you more room. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. Once you go ahead and remove that part, you're gonna go ahead and take off your speakers. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3 Phillips screws. Once you go ahead and remove those 3 screws, your speaker's gonna wanna fall out, and you're just gonna unplug it with this tab right here. Now that your speaker's moving, you're gonna go ahead and wanna grab this plastic piece, pull it back, it's gonna be stuck on it, and you're gonna go ahead and remove it from this little tab right here. Once this little black plastic piece is off, it's gonna go ahead and expose 3, I believe 13 12mm or 5/16 size bolts. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna wanna use an extended. Apologies guys, the one you wanna be using is gonna be a 7/16. Fits perfectly on there. And you guys do wanna be super careful while pulling off these ones, because you don't want those nuts to fall out behind your door, being lost forever. Go ahead and grab some pliers. Very careful, as I said, extract it like that. Alright guys, so once those little nuts are removed, you're gonna go ahead and want to reach where your speaker was inside to this little clip, pull that off, and your mirror should be ready to come off. So as you guys can see on mine, I have the police lights, the red and the blues. And it does run an extra power running wire through, runs it through the door, through there, into the motor. To make it a quick fix, I'm just going to go ahead and cut the wire. So now that this power wire is cut, it does not have any type of power because I went ahead and removed the fuse for it. As you guys can see, the red one is now out. The new one is going back in. To go ahead and install them, you're going to want to start by sliding the wire through. Go ahead and line up all your holes. Place it in place. Go ahead and start attaching those 7mm bolts you took out from the top. And once again guys, it's not the 7mm, it's going to be the 7/16. Now that those are back in place, you're going to go ahead and find your wire through the radio again. Here it is mine. And go ahead and plug it back into that little connector on the door. Go ahead and grab your speaker wire and connect it to it. Once she clips into place, go ahead and line it up with the 3 screws up on top. Start with your bottom one and you work your way to the top. Now that your speaker's in, you want to go ahead and grab this plastic trim piece one more time. Place it back up here, line it up with everything, push that tab in, and it should fit perfectly. Now that everything inside is plugged in, you want to go ahead and reconnect your door panel if you took it off. Now that it's plugged in, you're going to have these little slide things that you're going to slide into all these guide holes around the door and door frame. Once you find that, go ahead and slide it up, put your locking mechanism back in the hole, push it down, go ahead and tighten it down. Once you popped into place, I know I didn't mention it before, go ahead and grab all of your wires that connect to the door power control system, slide them through the top once again, start by attaching that 7mm bolt in the inside. Once all those 7mm are back in place, and boom, you're gonna go ahead and grab your window control module, connect all your wires back up, pop it back in. If yours was fixed, you're gonna slide it in from the back first, like this, boop, and then push down because mine is broken, I'm just gonna go ahead and connect the wires. Once everything's working, your lock button should work, your control piece for the window should work, windows, all that should work. You're gonna go ahead and grab your mine was a T27 screw, place it back in, and once you do that, go ahead and grab the trim piece cover for that, slap it back into place, and the job is complete. So you go ahead and place that 27 back in, grab your little trim cover, pull the door if it helps you reach back there. And just go ahead, place this back in. Just like that. So to go ahead and start on your passenger door, you're gonna wanna do the same thing you did on your driver's side door. Start with this clip, remove those 7mm across the side. Once that's done, pop this out, connect every wires, get that 7mm from the inside. I'm gonna show you step by step how it's done. First, we're gonna go ahead and pop this cover off and remove that T30 or T27 bolt underneath. Go ahead and take that out. Like I said, once you pop that little cover off, you're gonna have this T27 screw revealed. Alright guys, and as last time, the panel was broken on this, but this side is all good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop it off from this front. So you can go ahead and pull it off. Lift up, should pop out like that, exposes these cables. Go ahead and disconnect this panel. Perfect, once that panel is removed, you're gonna have one 7mm bolt on the inside that you wanna remove, and 3 across the side. Once all those 7mm screws along these sides and the inside are removed, you can go ahead and pull up on your door frame here. It should just come right out. Just like that. This side doesn't have the power plug on the side, so you could just go ahead and place this off to the side. Once again, go ahead and remove this plastic, probably stuck again. You're gonna wanna pull this tab out. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this one. Once this plastic trim is removed, it's gonna go ahead and expose those 3, 7/16 bolts on the side, or on the inside again. Go ahead and remove those. And like last time, to prevent these nuts from falling behind your door, you wanna grab something that could reach back there, slowly extract it out. Boom. Do the same for the other pieces are going. Once you remove these pieces, 1, 2, 3, you're gonna start by your speaker again. 1, 2, 3 little Phillips screws. Once those 3 little screws are out of the speaker, go ahead and pull the speaker off and remove this little tab right here. It's a little push-in tab. You push down, pull. Boop. Once again, you want to go inside the little speaker hole that you now made. Find that little tab, pull up on that little clip right there, and it's going to go ahead and remove, or allow you to remove the passenger mirror. Once again, due to the police lighting, there's going to be that extra positive running through there. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and cut that to remove these mirrors the way it should be. Just like that, guys. Your old mirrors are removed. Old cop lights I don't like no more. Back to the basics. The way we're going to go ahead and install this one, we're going to get this wire, we're going to slide it through this hole, and we're basically going to guide it all the way back to where it plugs in. Now that the new mirror that you want is in place, you're going to go ahead and find that wire again on the back end, find out where she plugs into, which is going to be behind the radio again. Slide it back into place until it clicks. Trying to plug that in with the camera in one hand did not work, so I went ahead and used both hands. Just like that, slapped into place, ready for the next part, which is going to be go ahead and attach those 7/16 bolts back into place to hold your mirror. Now that those bolts are back into place, you want to go ahead and grab your speaker wire, connect the 2 back up, put back in those 3 7mm screws on the sides, and that should be it. The way I like to do this part is go ahead and start at the bottom. That way you can line your top ups with the holes without any issues. Now that those 3 screws for the radio or the speaker is back in, you want to go ahead and grab this plastic trim piece again, line it up with where it went before, which is going to be this little push pin to that little tab. These up here. Once that's set, we'll move on to the next step. Also, this piece comes with little side things to help you line it up, that you just slide back into place like that. You grab your push pin, push it in like that. Personally, I'm going to remove or slide this piece under there because that's how I like it to look. Now that that's all ready to go, all prepped, you're going to go ahead and grab your door panel once again. Just find the little guides along the doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. One at the bottom. Line up all your little plastic trim pieces in that. Once you really do the bottom, everything else is easy. Grab your wires, slide them back to the top of this. Go ahead and pull it back up to slide in the little door lock. Trying to make sure all of your little pins are in place. Once you're set, just go ahead and set your door down, push it down. Now that your wires are back up top, so you're going to start this by doing 7mm bolts, 7mm screws along the sides and bottom. Go ahead and put those back in place. Now that the 3 7mm screws are along the side are in place, you want to go ahead and grab the 1 7mm for up top and go ahead and do that one. Now that that 7mm screw is in place, you want to go ahead and grab your window controller again, plug in all your switches, place it back into the little section it belongs. Perfect. Now that it's back in place, you want to go ahead and slide it starting from the back, put it like that, push it all down, make sure all the clips snapped in place. Now you're down to your final T27 or T30 screw inside the door handle. Now that the T27 is back in place, you want to grab this little plastic piece. Try to do this with one hand. And just pop it back into place. And that is how you go ahead and remove and install new side window mirrors for your Crown Vic.